adventures of what the...
You know, I used to love Sesame Street. It may have been for little kids, but it was so smart, clever, and educational that even the parents that watched it with their kids loved it. Not that I'm a parent, but who cares? Now, what happens when you take Sesame Street and take all the charm and magic out of it? Well, you get this. Peppermint Park was something that crawled its way up from hell in 1987. It was created, or at least produced, by John Horton, whom has no other credits to his name. It has puppet songs and other kid show cliches, but has about as much appeal as a case of foot fungus. You can tell this really wants to be Sesame Street because it has the same style intro of children playing in a park. The only difference is I don't think this got the consent from the parents to film their kids. This just seems really creepy more than happy. It's a stranger videotaping youngsters. How did no one see anything wrong with this? Seems legit. Oh, sweet buttery bacon, what the hell is that thing? Its head is too small and its shoulders too wide. You know how in Sesame Street the puppets are cute and inviting? Yeah, not so much here. These puppets look like they were made by Ed Gein. She gets a plate of crackers to demonstrate how to count to 4.
It's one of those hard numbers, you know. It's not easy to remember.
Jeff, you're an idiot.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 crackers.
Napoleon comes into the scene to see what all the hubbub is about. I was joking with the Animal Farm reference, but he may be as big of a dick as Napoleon was.
Piggle, wait a minute!
You uncultured swine!
Now, how am I going to explain the number 6?
Well, first off, I think 8 would have been a more appropriate number, and second, you still have plenty of crackers there. Just thought I'd point that out. I can't tell if this is vanilla or the tape fucked up.
This is the letter B. B is the second letter in the alphabet.
No kidding.
B is the first letter in the word ball. It's also the first letter in the word blueberries and balloons.
B is also the first letter in butt crack. Yuck! They proceed to sing a song about polar bears while playing home movies of a trip to the zoo.
Slow, I'm moving slow.
So is this goddamn video. Maybe someone should do something about that keg in the water.
A polar bear deserves an ice cold treat.
This goes on for another 10 seconds, so...
I'm about to skip this shit.
Peter Billingsley from the Hoboken Chicken Emergency tells us about magic when all of a sudden...
He's really great.
Okay. I'm ready to introduce Ray Pierce, the magician. Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, you taught us about 4. Let Bullhead have a chance. The song cuts out here, so I am glad to add a few songs to this of my own.
Step inside, it's a wilder ride.
Now we're gonna turn you into a communist. Yeah, I take that back. I miss when people were patriotic.
Your red stoplight, we have to stop.
Remember that, it might come in handy later.
R-E-D. Red.
And just when you thought it couldn't get any scarier.
Red.
That's what this song is about, red. And as much as I am a fan of the color red, it is my favorite color, the background hurts my eyes. Ooh, look, she's lip-syncing. The woman has a great voice, but this song is just ass. I mean, listen.
I just can't understand it. How bad it feels when someone steals and he gets caught red-handed.
Creepy with the girl next door.
Oh, sure, red's good for fire trucks. Red's even good for bombs. But no one lets you paint your bedroom red.
Why?
And red would be perfection for a great big ball of yarn. You must admit, you know it's true, that red goes best with white and blue.
I bet you she is talking about the Netherlands. Why'd she pick up the mic? We know she's not singing. Oh yeah, that's gonna be in your dreams tonight. Napoleon is back to teach us how a streetlight works.
Now, when the color red comes on, like this, and you're driving a car, you have to stop. See? Now the light is yellow. Do you know what that means? Yellow means...
This abomination asked if it was a working light, which it is. And then this happens. Ha ha ha! Some people died or were seriously injured. Next is, oh dear God. Remember that the scarecrow from The Wizard of Oz could be put together again? This takes that logic and uses it to terrorize children. And who thought twerking was appropriate for children? Hell, who thought any of this was appropriate for children? One of these things doesn't belong here. And if you thought the bear song was bad...
Why does everybody wanna giggle?
Nobody wants to giggle at this.
What I am is what I am, and I'm a duck.
What the fuck? Too bad they couldn't get the Peabody Ducks for this. You know, like Sesame Street. Well, that's over. What tortures await us next? Oh, of course there's a book lady. Because why wouldn't there be?
Hi, boys and girls. Today our story is called King Jonathan's New Robe.
Said with the enthusiasm of a dying canary. This story is the king loves new clothes, and he gets ripped off by Burt Reynolds and a miniature Shakespeare.
Well, King Jonathan
Was a fucking idiot. He is told it's a magic robe that only wise people will see. And guess what? Not only does he not see it, but he walks around town without pants, which he had on before. Don't waste clothes, kids. Yada yada, what's next? Oh, fuck no. Moving on. We already learned about the letter B. Now we're gonna learn about I.
I. I is the first letter in ice cream. Doesn't that look good? I is also the first letter in the word iron. The letter I. It's the first letter in ice skating.
You used ice already! That doesn't count as teaching a new word! Oh my god, I'm actually holding her hand. Don't fuck this up. Ah, shit! What the fuck is this girl doing? Great, now she's gonna get tetanus from the rusted blade ice. Now we count to 10 for no reason.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6.
Yeah, I did that. And I did this too. I often forget how old I am. Coconut Head and Ted Bundy are playing with bubble liquid. And of course, this has to end on a bitter note.
You know, there's only one thing wrong with playing with bubbles. They don't last very long.
What you say?
It ends with them singing the theme. Don't worry, I'm not going to subject you to that. This series lasted about 6 videos before the company Televidix went under, probably for being sued by Sesame Workshop. The show did manage to get a bit of a cult following due to its overall crudeness and from being used in YouTube poops. But as far as the actual kids that watch this crap, I feel bad for you. I'm sorry your grandparents got you this thinking it was Sesame Street and gave you your first nightmares.
Where I come from, you freeze your little toes off. Where you come from, I'd love to take my clothes off.